Hey, what's up, everybody? Ralph here. So, we all understand how important credit is today in today's society. In order to get the things that we want in terms of like getting a mortgage or qualifying for a car loan, anything that revolves credit, we know a credit score is very important. And for a lot of people, we know people struggle with having a good credit score for whatever reason. And because of this vulnerability, there are people out there that are looking to take advantage of people, in particular, credit repair companies. Credit repair companies don't have a great reputation, obviously because they're very scammy. They tend to do a lot of scammy things, and it's easy to take advantage of people when it comes to credit because it's so necessary in today's society. Even for myself, someone that's had over $30,000 of credit card debt, I understand the importance of credit and how detrimental it could be on your financial future. More so, like I was able to get out of credit card debt, and which led me to even last year starting my own credit repair company, despite the fact that obviously credit repair has such stigma around it. But for me, I wanted to be that person that wanted to go above it and show that there are some good credit repair companies out there, and the fact that I had experience with it. It was an opportunity for me to help people get out of debt themselves. So for me, even knowing that there was a stigma behind the credit repair, I saw it as an opportunity to help people and get people past that stigma and be one of those people that was above, or you could see as someone that was actually helpful and separate myself from the bad credit repair companies out there. But unfortunately, that didn't work out because obviously, like it's like I said, the stigma is real, and it's for a lot of people, you got to be really involved and really like dedicated to it. So that didn't work out. But I at the same time, I still understand the importance of helping people with credit, because I still give advice to people that do it, even though I don't do it from a business aspect, but I still give advice from the lessons I've learned as well. But I came across this article on MarketWatch about a credit repair company that was caught scamming people. All right, so we're going to go through the article. And so what they said is a nationwide credit repair service has been temporarily shut down by a judge after the Federal Trade Commission accused it of being a giant pyramid scheme that preyed on people whose finances had been left in disarray by the pandemic. The Michigan-based financial education services offered to help people fix bad credit, but instead pocketed hefty fees to services it never actually provided, and then roped many of its customers into a high-pressure sales scheme to bring in other victims, the FTC said. So like I said, they take advantage of people that are very vulnerable. Like, we understand the importance of credit, so it's easy to be like, all right, I can fix your credit, and then you lure these people and say, I can fix your credit, and then eventually they get caught up because they don't have the awareness, they don't understand how credit works or how to repair it themselves. And a lot of people can fix it themselves, but it takes a lot of time. It requires a lot of patience, and some people don't have that time. So a lot of people busy, so they have other people do it. And these credit repair companies, these scammy credit repair companies know this, so they take advantage of people. So it says the company and its owners are accused of raking in $213 million in bogus fees from customers in the past 3 years. The FCC filed this complaint in federal court in Detroit, where Judge Bernard Freeman issued a temporary restraining order last week, shutting the company down and freezing its assets. In this temporary restraining order, which was unsealed on Monday, Freeman said that there is good cause to believe financial education service generated a total of $467 million as a result of unlawful practices. These defendants collected millions in junk fees as a part of a pyramid scheme that peddled phony credit repair products, said Samuel Levine, director of the FTC Bureau of Consumer Protection. We are pleased that the court shut down this operation, froze its assets, and we will continue to pursue firms that prey on families' economic pain. It was not immediately clear if the firm or its owners had retained a lawyer. A phone call from the company's office has answered a recording that stated, "We are currently subject to a court order. We will respond soon as we are able to." So, eventually these companies get caught. It amazes me that, knowing the reputation that, these credit repair companies have, the fact that people still try to do, scammy things where they try to fraud people into it, knowing that, credit repair, they're so scrutinized and people have a hyper-focused lens on them, and they watch them closely, and the fact that people still are pursuing fraudulent activities, it amazes me, because people watching you, people already have trepidation about working with credit repair companies, and the fact that there are people still doing this, what can you say? People are going to commit crimes regardless if it's illegal or not, right? So the firm had previously operated under a number of different names, including United Wealth Service, VR Tech, Rent, Youth Financial Foundation, according to FTC. In the court filings, the FTC said that the company and its owners would aggressively market its credit repair service as through social media, offering to help people down on their luck to quickly raise their credit scores and remove old debts. So, and that's a red flag. When you hear someone talking about they can quickly raise your credit score, the fact that raising someone's credit score is not quick. There are ways, depending on the situation, because everybody's situation is different. You can raise somebody's credit score quickly, but it depends. Like let's say you have credit cards and you have a credit card like 10,000. Let's say you have 4 credit cards like with a $10,000 limit, and they're all maxed out. That's going to hurt you. That's going to affect your credit score tremendously. And a way to quickly get that credit score off is just to pay them down, pay them off, to make sure you bring that down to a lower balance so it can reduce your credit utilization score. Because that impacts your score. It's about like 30% of your credit score. So if you can bring down your credit, or you can pay off that credit and reduce the balance, it's going to quickly boost your credit score. So that's what you can do. But everyone's situation is different. So anyone that can say we can quickly raise your credit score, that should be a red flag. And it depends on the situation, because everyone's situation is different, right? So customers who called the company's hotline would be told that to take advantage of the firm's services required an upfront fee of $99, followed by additional fees of $89 per month afterwards. Customers were told they could expect to see their credit scores improve within 90 days, which is not unreasonable. I mean, 90 days is not too bad, but which is fair, but it really does depend. You can't guarantee that you're going to improve your score within 90 days. You can't make that guarantee, because everyone's situation is different. What you're going to say is, when you run these credit repair companies, we're going to do the best we can. We're gonna you tell them exactly how the plan, and let them understand that it's not a quick fix, right? Because it's not. Everybody's situation is different. But 90 days is not too bad, but it depends. But to reduce the fees and make money, calls were told they could become agents for financial education services themselves, and if they were able to bring in 5 additional customers, they could earn $1,000 a week and get the company services at a discount. So here goes the pyramid scheme. You bring in 5 people, and you can get an additional $1,000 a week. So here goes the pyramid scheme that they're talking about. So in the end, the FTC said the company never provided any actual credit repair services, and that much of what they said they would do, include having debtors' rent payments count as credits against their poor credit scores, wasn't possible or even legal. Like, what? I think people come up with the craziest ways to scam people. Like, I gotta admit, I gotta give them credit for their creativity, because the things that they come up with, like even myself, like I couldn't even come up with this, because obviously I'm not trying to scam people, but the fact that they could come up with these schemes it amazes me. Like, if they could use that knowledge and that creativity, like actually make legit money, you never know. So but yeah, so the bogus credit repair operations were first uncovered in Georgia. Oh my gosh. And actually, credit repair companies in Georgia are, I think, they're not legal. You need like a bond, but I don't even think in Georgia they have very strict laws in operating credit repairs in Georgia. And a lot of people tell you a lot of scammy things go down in Atlanta and in Georgia. So I'm not surprised. But yeah, the fact that they use it as a financial service instead of saying it was a credit repair service which is how they probably got around it. But yeah, in Georgia you can't conduct credit repair services in Georgia. They're very strict on that. So where in 2019, the firm reached a $1.7 million settlement with the state's attorney general offices, which had alleged the company engaged in deceptive and illegal practice as part of a sophisticated multi-level marketing scheme. Officials in Georgia referred their findings to the FTC, leading to recent action. So yeah, as you can see, man, like, you got to be careful with these credit repair companies, man. Like, there's a reason why they're so stigmatized. There's so many scams going around when it comes to credit repair. And even for myself, like, going through it, like, I mean, I wasn't trying to scam anyone, but I can understand the stigma that it's hard for people to trust people that do credit repair. So it's something you have to build up very slowly and build up that trust. And obviously, $467 million, it seems like what they were doing is just like getting people that struggle with credit, and then they would, talk about, building their credit, and then they would, bring them onto their business, and then say if they could bring 5 other people, that they will also pay them, $1,000 a week. So they were building up some pyramid scheme, and obviously $467 million. I mean, it was a pretty damn good scheme, right? So that's all I got for you guys today. Make sure if you got any comments or questions, make sure to leave them down below. Hit the like button, share, and please, if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe, right? So you guys take care and have a good one. Later.